Hello students, in this video we will take up the next bit of the topic, that is body fluids and circulation, right? So already in previous video we have discussed about what are body fluids, that is blood and lymph. So blood is a fluid connective tissue we have discussed, and the pH of the fluid, that is 7.4, slightly alkaline we can say, and the volume of the blood. So when you consider in adult, so that is about the 5 liters, and newborn baby it's 450 ml. So the even we can add the point here. So the average blood volume of adults is the, so in this pattern also we can discuss, that means 7% of body weight, 7% of body weight, right? So it's not exactly 5 liters in all, and that is the when the person is about the more weight, so he have much blood than this 5 liters also. Okay, it's a average volume is given. It depends on the body weight. We can say that directly proportional to body weight. If body weight increases, the blood volume is also increased. If body weight is less, the blood volume is also less. So about 60% of the blood is plasma and 40% is red blood cells, or so we can take the S. So already we have discussed about the S, 45% and 55%, so it may be varied also, right? So in the next in this video, so yes, blood also discussed about what are the components of blood. So that has two parts, one is solid part, another one is fluid part, that's in liquid part, that is called plasma, and solid part containing RBC, WBC and blood platelets. So again the details about the WBC also we have discussed, so that is the granulocytes and agranulocytes. So in this granulocytes, neutrophils, eosinophils, basophils are there, and in agranulocytes, lymphocytes and monocytes are there. So in lymphocytes again two types are there, B lymphocytes and even T lymphocytes. Even other kind of cells also there which are produced in the yes. So as a type of, we can consider as a type of WBC. So right, these are the basic types what I have given here. So next we will take the plasma, right? So what it includes, right? So I'll take here the plasma, right? In this title, the details about the plasma, right? So plasma is the fluid portion of the blood which is called pale yellow or straw color. You can say pale yellow, or which is also referred as straw colored, right? Which is pale yellow or straw color we can say, and it's a viscous fluid containing nearly about the 92% of water, right? So which is yes, it shades about 55%, so that is 55% of blood. So the plasma will be there, yes, 55% of the blood contain plasma only, right? And next we can take the about 92% of plasma contain water. So it contain water, 92% of water is present in the plasma, right? And next, so the proteins, right, remaining 6 to 8%, the proteins are there, right? It contain, that's why we call it as a viscous fluid. So it's also referred as viscous, yes. So which is called viscous fluid, right? Viscous fluid, so not like watery, so it has little viscous than the water. So and even it contains the proteins, so which is about proteins are about 6 to 8% of the plasma, right? So 92, yes, 92% of water is there. So and it also contains the proteins, so even proteins are uh, named as, so we'll discuss it later little bit. So there are albumin, fibrinogen, globulin, such proteins also there, so we'll take up it later. And so one more point you have to add here, plasma without the clotting factor is called serum, right? So blood serum we can say, or plasma serum. One more point we should note here, serum. So what is serum? So plasma without clotting factors, plasma without clotting factor, plasma without clotting factor is called serum, right? It's a blood serum, also called blood serum. So which is actually clotting factors are there in the form of as proteins and other things. So now we can take the details and their functions of the plasma contents or components of plasma. Components of plasma already we have discussed in detail, we can discuss here the components of plasma and their function. Components of plasma and their details, right? So here so components you can write here one side, so we can make a chart, components this side and the functions of it. What is the role? Functions. The functions of this component, we can make the two columns here. So first I'll choose here this one, the water, because 92 already we have discussed, the plasma contain 92% of water. So first I'll choose here the water only. And water, what is the role of water here? So in the plasma or in the blood, so that is the solvent. It is a solvent carrying substances. It's a major solvent and which helps in the carrying substances. Solvent for carrying, solvent which helps to carrying the different substances, right? So many substances are moved with a dissolved condition, so that is food and even oxygen, carbon dioxide, like many things are sorry. Yes, the major part of the plasma is water and which is called solvent here. So solvent for carrying different substances, even like many substances, minerals and the whatever absorbed when we take the food, which is absorbed by villi and enters the blood, no, that will be transported. Even hormones are transported, so many things are transported with the help of this water only, right? And next, the next thing is second one, plasma, what it contain? The salts. Yes, so it contain salts. So the major salts are sodium, so we'll take sodium, yes, magnesium, potassium, calcium. So you can write the magnesium, potassium, calcium chlorides, that is Cl chlorides, bicarbonates, etc. Okay, so these are the magnesium, calcium, sodium and chlorides, bicarbonates, right? So these are referred as here the salts, right, or minerals, right? So here these are helps in osmotic balance. So the functions of these salts: osmotic balance, osmotic balance, osmoregulation we can say, which helps in the osmoregulation, water balance, right? So next, the pH buffering also helps in the pH buffering and regulation of membrane permeability, so which is also helps in the membrane permeability and the pH buffering and regulate the membrane permeability, membrane permeability. So as we know that membrane permeability means, so through which through the membrane many things are transported, so that will be regulated by the presence of this what you call the salts, right? So this is what the about salts, right? Next, plasma proteins. So as I mentioned earlier, so it contains the proteins about 6 to 8% here. So what are those proteins? The proteins are named here albumin, fibrinogen and globulin. They are called plasma proteins. Albumin, so I will take here only albumin and globulins and fibrinogen. One more is fibrinogens, right? So again we'll take here the plasma protein as a third component here in this column. So can make the column like this, right? To easy understanding, you can observe this one in details. About water, salt we have discussed how they are helpful, what is the role of water and salts. And next one is proteins, that is plasma proteins. So this plasma proteins includes albumin. First I'll take albumin, right? Next, fibrinogen and globulins, right? So these are the three major types of proteins. So this albumin helps in, means the functions of albumin is osmotic balance and pH buffering. Same thing here, osmotic balance and pH buffering, right? And fibrinogen is a protein which helps in the clotting of blood. So clotting of blood is very important, so otherwise we call it as bleeder's disease, right? So if blood does not clot, so there may be lack of either this fibrinogen also, so the defect in the production of that fibrinogen. So this may be genetic disorder also, you may have studied, so or otherwise you can study in the next. Okay, so globulins also helps in the defense and liquid transport, which is involved in, globulins are the proteins, so they are involved in the defense. So defense means immunity and liquid transport, right, which is involved in the liquid transport, right. So next we'll choose the details about the platelets, right. Thank you, students.